This is Dr. Dave Kirkpatrick from Quantum Techniques, the most comprehensive, effective form of energy medicine available currently on the planet. And I want to talk to you today about something that you may not have think of as a health issue, and that is grieving. So we normally think of grieving as losing a spouse or a child or a loved one of some sort, but in fact, the grieving process is something we encounter anytime we feel, a lost job, a financial setback, physical setback. Any of these things trigger the grieving process. And normally, you go to someone who is experienced in grieving. And my wife does a lot of work with people in grieving. And they have a whole range of very effective approaches to grieving. However, there are a number of reasons why quantum techniques can be a very supportive approach in going through the grieving process. The first issue is a lot of the grieving triggers unconscious issues which may be hard to access through the normal grieving process. And that's one of the things that quantum techniques is very good at, going in and looking at emotional issues that are buried very deep, usually unconscious. So that can support the grieving process. The grieving process itself lowers the effectiveness of the immune system. And that means that when you're grieving, you're much more vulnerable to pathogens. Your body's less able to handle toxins. All of the various things that quantum techniques really specializes in are things that could be a barrier to recovering in the grieving process, something that the grieving process leaves you open to, but that the normal techniques of grief work don't really address. Particularly viruses, and one of the most common viruses is Epstein-Barr, which really feeds on stress hormones. So anytime you are stressed, you are likely to activate whatever Epstein-Barr or other herpes viruses you may have in your system, and who knows what else feeds specifically on those stress hormones and becomes activated. So what I would recommend is if you first of all recognize that there is a grieving process involved in any loss, whether it's personal loss, whether it's a physical loss, whether it's an economic loss, whatever that might be, an emotional loss of any kind, and consider using quantum techniques as a way to find those things that are very hard to address during the normal grieving process. So I wish you good health, and hopefully you don't have to grieve anything, but if you do, just know that we are there to help you. Thank you very much, and have a good day.